almost like a reverse culture shock coming back to Australia after having experienced something like that. And you're like, come here and nobody knows what's going on. Everyone's just living their life like nothing's happened. But for people like you and I, it's like the whole world has changed in a moment. What was that
Absolutely.
like for you?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because I remember the very first trip that I went to Israel in 2005. I just like the environment is so heightened over there and the expectation of life, like the way people view life and give themselves to living. Like that's what I love about the Jewish culture is that it's pro-life. We celebrate life, right? So that's like a force that we fight for and that we protect. And so when you're in that environment and you're saturated in it, and then you come back to the West where everything's kind of given to us on a silver platter because we have no threats. And that's actually the beauty of our country, Australia. The beauty is that it's safe here, generally. You know what I mean? We've got problems, but not those type of problems. And so
Yeah.
you come into this environment and just relax. But when you're exposed to that level of intensity and you come back here, even my first trip, I remember feeling like everyone was asleep and I was awake.
Mm.
And so when I was there during October 7, like like the reality of something so evil, like something so dark happening at such a heightened, blatant scale. And then you're wrapped up in it. Like we were running from rockets all the time, you know what I mean? Like all the sirens would go off and then you're watching the Iron Dome take this out. And Israeli culture, even though Israelis have had to deal with this for a very long time, and so they become it's like normal to them to just quickly switch back into no, this is normal. Once everything is over, you go back to life.